Well, hello there, you gardening enthusiasts. It's Chad from Yes Colorado Giants. April 20th is the day today, so that means yes, it is time for your weekly update. Stay tuned! Okay, so as always, before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to the channel. The subscription button is down here. Down over there, hit the little bell so you get a notification when I post my videos. Usually it's Tuesday-ish. If you're watching this one right now, go back to the other one because I'm going to post two probably tomorrow on Wednesday the 21st. One from last week and one from this week. I've been busy being a parent of two youngins and COVID and daycare closed and all sorts of just great things. Busy. Anyway, so let's get into it. You don't want to hear about my problems. You want to hear about the pumpkins. Flip you around and show you some of those guys right there, and also show you that all of the greenhouses are done. All the mini hoop houses are all done, and I have the pumpkins outside. I brought them out this morning, and they're in the hoop houses. You can't really see. You could be able to see, yeah. So this is the normal diffused light. The greenhouse gives me about 20% shade. And then inside the hoop house, you can see the shadow being cast right there. It's probably 40% in here. So this is, how I kind of acclimate them. Yesterday we had a real big snow, and then today it was 60 degrees. So yesterday we got probably 4 inches of snow, 3-4 inches of snow. And it's mostly all gone today, except in some shady spots. So, yeah, love it. Colorado springtime. Predictably unpredictable. And yeah, so the weather's been a little wild, so that's why I always hesitate and err on the side of caution before putting my plants outside. This past week I've taken my little sensor and I've kept it out here, and my heater and my fan combination are working well. This kicks on 85 degrees. And this kicks off when it's at 72 and 85, somewhere around there. So that little heater's been doing a good job. The main reason I haven't planted these yet is because I thought I had more of those, and they should be here tomorrow, Wednesday the 21st. We're getting more snow tomorrow, so probably 21st, 22nd, probably Saturday. I should hopefully have some time, and I'll get these in the ground. All in all, they're looking really good. It's hard to pick a winner, and even if you did, it really doesn't matter at this stage because they're so, it doesn't really matter. I started some backups. I tried to start some watermelons. I started like 6 watermelons, 4 or 5 marrows, and 2 more pumpkins. That's all that sprouted. Thankfully, that's one of my seeds, so I know it's a good seed. And 1 watermelon, so I need to probably go back in and do that. But the main story is, these were started on the 1st. Today's the 20th. It took them like 4-ish days to come up, so these are probably, call them 15 days old. Looking really good, and they'll be in the ground in less than 7 days. So probably 25 days, and they'll be out of the pots and in the grounds. Ideally, these would have been gone from this pot into the ground. But, that didn't happen because, as always, I'm a little bit behind. The reason you want to get them out of the pots and into the bag soon is so they don't root bound. You want those roots to be free, and then likewise from the bags into your patch, you want them to be free. The biggest thing when you transplant them from these bags into your dirt, you really want to make sure your soil's nice and warm. My soil's 65 to 70. Sometimes, if I water it with the cold water, it'll be 60, but the soil is at a minimum 60 degrees. That will allow these roots to stretch out of these bags and go, basically, and that's what you're after. That's one thing I've been missing in years past with my shade structures, is that they really didn't retain heat. So, yeah. So I have a sensor in there telling me what the temperatures are at. I have a sensor on the outside of this hoop house. I have a sensor hanging on the door over there, and then I have multiple sensors in here. So at this juncture, I'll probably pop in a picture of the graph so you can see what the highs and lows are over the last 24 hours, or maybe I'll do a week one, whichever. You'll see some peaks and valleys, and that's when, if it's really hot, I forgot to come out and open up this, and if it's really cold, I forgot to come out and close it. So even in those days where I did not close the mini greenhouse, it stayed in the 40s, I think. So even then it'd be okay, because this is retaining some heat. So that's really all I got for you. I'll do a little bit more of a tour of what we got going on even outside of the greenhouse next week. I'll try to come out. Hopefully the weather's nice. But right now it's about 30 something outside, and one of the fans kicked on, so that means it's 80 degrees in here. You can see the snow. There's about 2.5 foot of snow. It's falling off the greenhouses, so yeah, gotta love it. One thing worth mentioning, there's a lot of people doing YouTube videos this year, so it definitely is not just me. There's people doing videos this year that have forgotten more about growing giant pumpkins than I currently know. I'm still, basically a nobody in the grand scheme of things, and there's some people that have grown some massive pumpkins doing videos this year, so I encourage you to reach out. Search the YouTubes, find them. Growing Giants, those guys grew some monsters last year, some heavy ones. The Mensers, Mike Schmidt's doing some videos this year. Josiah Brandt's doing some videos. Mark Clements is doing videos. Danny's doing videos. So everybody's doing videos. All the cool kids are doing it. You should too. Need to get these chickens out of here so I can till up the middle. Put down my irrigation and walking boards. That's it, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the quick update. Not a whole heck of a lot going on. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. You know the drill. Catch you next time.